Yesterday I talked about Deadlock, and today I'm also talking about Deadlock. However, I'm talking about two vastly different things from yesterday and today. And so today I want to talk about, I guess, something that I've seen talked about a lot, and there's always going to be discord around this, especially because Deadlock is a popular game, so everyone's jumping on the bandwagon to play it. And also at the same time, it is a game made by Valve, so it is going to bring in some clashing communities into the game, and I think you might be able to know what I mean. And that is the fact that there are many I guess closed-minded, homophobic. I want to say homophobic, but closed-minded, probably homophobic, probably transphobic people who just kind of go and just try to act entirely blind to the fact that there's gay people in the game. I talked about this a while back when Venator was first released, and I kind of alluded to this. Where there is for some reason a large constituency of people, not a large constituency of people, but like a decent chunk of people who play the game, who just are completely in denial of just the fact that the game does have some gay people. And what I said in the Venator video as well, it's like a lot of them are the people who are trying to say like Venator is the anti-woke character. He's here to show that the game doesn't have any woke in it. And that, they were making a mountain out of a molehill about a priest being in the game and them thinking that he was the savior and the bringer of culture from the West to, protect it from this woke nonsense. And I thought that was entirely stupid. And the reason I wanted to talk about this, and the reason why this is on my mind, is because of a classic thing that I've seen today, which is a tweet about the game. Yes, I'm on Twitter again. I'll always be on Twitter because it's the number one space to see people speak. So I want to show you the original tweet that kind of started all this. I guess the two tweets that kind of started all this and this kind of discourse that people are having. And it's obviously going to be one guy who I'm kind of talking about specifically here. But I'm talking about a little bit more from what I've seen as someone who's been in the Deadlock community for a little bit of time. So the first tweet that kind of started this all was this person, Nessie, saying, on a serious note, somebody need to download this game because you're way too quick to dismiss the queer identities you don't understand is not cute. And then someone respond, engineer for big tech media and coding enthusiast and bodybuilder. Says, I have almost 600 hours in the game and heard all the voice interactions. There is no queer identities in this game. It exists only in fan art. One of the most, I guess, I don't even want to say well known, but one of the most talked about characters in the game is Pocket, who's very famously non-binary. It's not even up for debate. When there was I think it was Celeste who accidentally there was a voice or something that accidentally called Pocket he. People brought this up with the developers, and the developer said, yes, this was a mistake. Celeste used the wrong pronouns in this scenario. Pocket is supposed to be called they, and as a result, I'm assuming they ended up fixing it, or they're planning on fixing it, because it's very clear that there was an issue with the voice line and Celeste calling Pocket the wrong pronouns. Now, obviously, this guy, this has actually been brought up to him by the fact that Pocket is non-binary, but he actually went in big brain mode and kind of fought back against that Pocket is non-binary. Right here, someone said Pocket is non-binary and said Pocket is hiding their identity because father tried to kill the heir of the Fairfax Industries. Pocket is not non-binary just because people refer to the mysterious unknown person as them. There is not a thing actually indicating the heir is non-binary. This is entirely fan made up. And then the person always responded, said, yeah, that's a good reason for the characters in the universe to refer to Pocket as they, them. That's not a good reason for the actual lore, which is told from the perspective of an omnipotent narrator, to use they, them pronouns in the same sentence as their full legal name. And then he's trying to say, because it sticks in hiding in the character. The fact that you have to go this long in defending the fact that, someone uses they, them pronouns as non-binary. Just come on, man. Why do you care this much if there's gay people in the game? Are you going to enjoy the game less because there's gay people in the game, Are all those 600 hours of your life that you spent playing the game going to be ruined? Even though I feel like you've been playing 600 hours of just the game blindfolded if you are just completely incapable of seeing any of the gay stuff in the game. But then again, this guy is once again trying to say there's no queer people in it. And so it's kind of, I guess, on me for expecting him to have the ability to read or use any context clues. So that may be my fault. But I also want to talk about multiple other things. The very clear things that there's gay people in this game. Very obvious things that show there's gay people in this game. Someone responded to this original tweet and showed a conversation that Viper has with Paige. And, Viper says, you killed it at Pole Palace last night. Paige, I don't know what it is. Yeah, me neither. Seriously, what are you talking about? Cinnamon, come on, it's me. Who's Cinnamon? I'm so sorry. I confused you with a very different librarian. What are you talking about? How do you see this at all? And say, Viper actually was straight, and she's not talking about the fact that she saw a female stripper at a strip club and is confusing another person with it. What is your argument here? I don't understand how you can physically argue that, Viper is not hitting on Paige here and complimenting her, He tried to say, oh, mistaking someone for a pole dancer because you're no good, drunk, raunchy criminal who goes strip clubs doesn't make you bisexual / lesbian. Okay, I mean, I guess I could have guessed where it went. But, like, you killed it at Pole Pass last night. I feel like if you're at a strip club watching someone of the same sex and appreciating the artistry and saying someone did a good job. Like, there's something more there. Am I insane for saying this? Like, I don't understand how you can have this take of saying, like, oh, no, there's actually just nothing there. But then, like, he obviously tries to defend it, like, takes a part of this conversation saying this is not hitting on her. And then, so it says, if you listen to the very first thing Viper says, you killed it at Pole Pass last night. It's clear, it's obviously flirtatious. And then says someone's socially autistic. Really good argument there, honestly. A really good argument that you cannot pick up on the tones of someone flirting. And, like, I think it was just really interesting to see that, like, the mental gymnastics that this guy's going through, and, like, I'm assuming many people are going through, considering the fact that he has 10,000 likes on this tweet, to try and justify that there's just no gay people in the game in any capacity. And this guy kind of pointed out, someone who is cosplaying as Billy, which, it's kind of whatever. Ignore the Billy cosplay. They bring up good points. Pocket is referred to they, them by Mina, who wouldn't care about their identity. Viper explicitly enjoys female strippers. Silver gets drinks with both Venator and Celeste, and Billy calls Lash sexy. You really skin of enjoyment when all you do is hate. There is very clearly a lot of tomfoolery going on between the characters. And also Billy, I know, also, like, because obviously you see I have Mirage pulled up here. I know I was pretty sure of this. Billy does call Mirage handsome. He does call him handsome. And, like, Billy is like a kind of an asshole in the game. He's an anarchist. He's doing his own thing. He's doing his own thing. So, like, him to go and call someone handsome, especially a diplomat in the game, I feel like, maybe there's a little bit something more there. But I'm not going to say this is only like this Mike dude on Twitter who is, having these takes. I've seen so many arguments. It's like almost once or twice a day when I check the Deadlock Discord about two people arguing and, spitting at each other about whether or not there should be gay people in the game, or there are gay people in the game, or why does it matter that there's gay people in the game. Like, buddy, I'm gonna say something scary to you. Gay people exist in real life, and, like, you trying to say that there shouldn't be gay people in the game, or that there's no queer identities in the game. Like, buddy, you're playing with these two outer worldly beings. You're trying to appease their favorites. You can get one single wish to, like, change the world or change, like, whatever you want. What do you mean there's not gay people in the game? Like, if you're thinking that's, like, unrealistic, or it's like it only exists in fan art, when you're clearly denying, like, the factual evidence that people have put in the game that there are, like, gay people, but then they're completely not even looking deeper into the fact that these otherworldly beings who just say, I grant you one wish. How do you ignore the more, like, possible thing and not even question that, you could be going, like, oh, actually the patrons are dreams or whatever. They're all these characters are dreaming. I feel like there's something more, like, if you want to deny the existence of something in the game, you go after the shit that is, like, not even real in real life. The fact that you're trying to say that this shit doesn't exist in the game when, like, it's more realistic than all the other fucking bullshit going on. Like, you're just doing mental gymnastics because you're a hating little piece of shit. And you're just doing mental gymnastics to, like, try and justify your point when, like, you're very clearly not in the right. And I think that's, like, kind of just, like, a thing, which I'm not surprised because, like, it is a Valve game. We've heard of, like, we've all heard of TF2. Like, that is a 50-50 split, basically, down the line of gay people and the most racist motherfuckers you'll ever see. So I'm not surprised that it's kind of, like, whittling its way into Deadlock. It's also, like, I think it's due to the fact that, like, Deadlock's getting, like, really popular right now. It's kind of the big thing that people are playing. And so we're going to have, like, a clash of people. And I just really think it's annoying that there's a group of people who just deny the legitimate evidence in front of their screen just because they're, like, closed-minded pieces of shit who would rather die than have a gay person in the game. That's what I got to say for today. So, like, I feel like I made a decent enough argument and cohesive statement on my takes on this. But probably not, because I think I just, rambled on for another, like, 10 minutes, which is what I always do. But I hope the substance of my argument is here, and, like, the fact that, you can very clearly see that there are at least one gay person in this game. I'm sorry. That's all I got to say for today, so thank you for watching. Goodbye.